Well, hi, everybody, and welcome back to the Ascension Playground. This is your friend Ursula, and I just love doing mini galactic record readings. There's something about looking at the soul's journey through the cosmos that just brings in this beautiful, like, let's see what this soul, where it went and what energies did it pick up as far as trines, like the gifts it is bringing forward in this lifetime. And then also looking at, yes, the karmic lessons or the challenges that when you're on the other side of the veil, you say, okay, yeah, I'd like to maybe just sort this out in this lifetime finally. Now, some people can have like 10, 15, even 20 life lessons, lots of squares. But typically, what I'm finding in doing galactic astrology soul readings, when you open the records, oftentimes there's way more support than there are challenges. No matter how many challenges, it feels like there's a predisposition towards way more support. And I think when we know this, that we come already fully loaded with gifts, that it's easier to navigate those dark times. It's not like if the dark times happen, it's when. And when it gets dark, learning where do we have access, whom do we call upon to help support us in our navigation of that really dark time. So today we are doing a freebie reading as a thank you for the more than 500 subscribers that have joined the Ascension Playground. Each one of you, seriously, holds a special flame of support that I feel. So thank you as all of us go forward and try and learn together. Okay, so without further ado, let me share my screen. Here it comes. And today I am offering a freebie for the Goddess Down Under. Okay, Goddess Down Under, let's see what we've got. First of all, if this is your first time listening about the Galactic Astrology, where you may want to land first is knowing that there's a free online calculator at www.galacticastrochart.com. Look here and you'll see the website. This is something that the founder and creator of Galactic Astrology, Uncover Your Connection to Stars, is with Julia Balaz. Julia's been recently interviewed in 2022 by Pam Gregory and recently with the Astrology Hub, plus other amazing channels. So this is where you land if you want to find your free chart. Now, I'm actually a certified quantum soul guidance practitioner. Julia offers an online certification program for those of us who like to go deeper. When I started this course, I was just thinking, I want to educate myself to help support my awareness of my family, my children, my friends who want to learn more about their records. But along the journey, the fun became too amazing. And so now I am a certified practitioner, really tuning into the records. It brings about a beautiful sense of healing, joy, and excitement. For me, something activated. I didn't think of myself necessarily, one, as an astrologer, or two, as a teacher beyond, art classes here and there. But I've always had this gift of gab, if you haven't noticed. And thanks to Danny Shea and Robert Brunjas, I was able to kind of launch this year and move forward in sharing. So Goddess Down Under. This is something that I share when I do readings, that the moment of our birth, there's like a cosmic snapshot taken of you being born at that moment. The birth time is critical, as is the date and location. But if you imagine as souls before incarnating. First of all, imagine a huge lineup of souls that want to come and have a body and have an earthly experience, right? This is how the story goes in some groups. So let's just say you're a soul who's lucky enough to work with your soul family and find that perfect moment to be born. You've actually whispered your name to your mom or whoever it was that was receiving you, and you chose the exact moment of your birth. Why? Because this is like a cosmic wardrobe. It sets up a certain amount of potentials, of preordained gifts, and also it highlights when you start to learn to read the records of what the karmic or life lessons would happen during the lifetime. Now, some people in our soul group go off script, and that's when you go, well, how does free will work into this? You know, the free will is the beautiful part where you can choose to say yes or no, to move forward and really understand your lessons, or to say, no, I'm going to sit this one out, maybe later. Okay. And if it gets traumatic, someone else may go off script and go too severe or too light. It could go either way. So I understand it that we come in with a cosmic wardrobe. This is what I'm wearing. This will be the layout. This is the kind of situations that will be teed up. But the severity of high or low all depends within free will of how things will move forward. Okay, so Goddess Down Under. I went to Galactic Astro Charts, and here is your beautiful part of your soul's journey through the cosmos. So if this is your first time seeing a chart, for anyone watching, you're going to start looking and seeing where some of the patterns are. So we start with the sun. She was born with the sun in Taurus in the 6th house. There is a trine to her sun from the constellation Lyra. This is how we read it. And there's a trine to the fixed star Sulafat. Before I go into more detail, I just wanted to show you that I've highlighted in yellow a new opportunity to see your chart. Julia and Hector oversees the calculator, have added in the galactic center, the super galactic center, the great attractor, and the Shapley attractor. These are huge power points in our charts to look at and see if we have a soul connection to these amazing portals of energy. What might that mean additionally for your natal journey or your natal chart showing us the cosmic journey of your soul? Now, dear Goddess Down Under, you might see a red circle. I've circled where your ascendant in Scorpio at 21 degrees, 27 minutes. Yes, it's your ascendant beginning your first house. I've circled the constellation Centaurus. Centaurus has a beautiful star named Beta Centauri, and it's called Hadar. So, my friend, if you want to learn more about Hadar, the fixed star, that is merging its energy with your ascendant, you can Google Hadarian starseed. You're going to find some fascinating information. But this is how we're starting to track. Where was my most recent lifetime before this incarnation as Goddess Down Under? Goddess, I'm here to tell you, before Earth, you were visiting and having a lifetime in Hadar. So have fun finding out about the constellation of the Centaur, Centaurus. Okay, I've created another slide for you. Here we go. And this is what I do. If you decide to have a basic or a deep dive reading with me, we go through your chart and we look for the resonance of your origin, of your most recent lifetime. We look at what the gifts and the challenges are because we can see it in these records. Now, you can maybe also, before I begin, you can see more highlighted yellow areas. Again, the Great Attractor, Shapley Attractor, Galactic Center, Super Galactic Center. Now, these are soul connections and they have specific resonance and meaning for the individual, but that's for another day. Today, look at this red circle again that I've placed around Centaurus. Yes, the same constellation. It is conjunct your natal Neptune of Scorpio at 27 degrees, 32 minutes, also in the first house of your identity, of your body, of how you present yourself in the world. So Centaurus, but this time it's conjunct Alpha Centauri, another star within Centaurus. So Beta Centauri Hadar and Alpha Centauri. We would look at this Alpha Centauri as saying, this is your cosmic origin when your soul first came into this particular system. Yes, Alpha Centauri is the origin. But look where else you've been. You can see Orion, you see the Pleiades, you see more Centaurus, Auriga, Lyra. Let me go back to that previous chart here. Yes, the Hyades, Andromeda, lots of Lyra. So, and working with the Ring Nebula and Sulafat. So again, each of these has a very specific narrative and story that then we hold in quantum to see how does the overall message and journey of your cosmic lifetime, how does that flow? Now, we don't ever get too far from a foundation of astrology. So here, excuse me, we're seeing your natal astrology wheel using Western Placidus. And I'm pulling this up, this natal chart for you, Goddess, from astro.com. So astro.com, free, natal charts if you know how to play in the system. What I've done is I've shown you first, here comes a red line from Neptune. And also I was able to put Hadar into your natal chart. And I've circled the AC, which stands for your ascendant, your rising sign in Scorpio. You see it's coming in at 21 degrees, 29 minutes. Well, I'm not sure if you can see my little pointer, but where it says Hada, that's short for Hadar. And look how tightly conjunct your ascendant Hadar is. And right behind Hadar is the beautiful planet Neptune. So here we have Hadar at 23 degrees, 22 minutes of Scorpio, and the ascendant at 21:29. So just so tight of a conjunction, but also very close to Neptune. We could say that the Hadarian energy and Neptune are merging with the ascendant. What this tells me when you look at the ascendant in a natal chart is how you show yourself to others out in the world. Some people use the word, it's your mask. I kind of think it's more like as you're sailing in the ocean, the ship that you are, when I see you coming in, I'm seeing that figure on the front of the ship. You're greeting me as a Scorpio, someone who is intense, who's passionate, who likes to go deep into oftentimes the secret material of either alchemy, the wisdom and mystery schools of the past. But when I combine that deep, brooding nature of Scorpio with Hadar, Hadar is that gorgeous energy that is such a big heart. It's loving, it's universal love. Next to Neptune, who, when you study astrology, you learn in some schools that we have Venus, the planet that is about our personal love. But Neptune is the higher octave of more universal or cosmic love. So you have a double scoop of love with a scorpionic mask that's saying you're not afraid to go deep and you're not afraid to have those deeper conversations with people out in the world. Now, if I could move myself for a minute, here we go. Down here, next to your beautiful moon in Pisces, we also see the true node. It's this little T with what looks like headphones. This is where we would look to see now, where is her focus in this lifetime? What is your life mission? So we look at the North Node sitting in Pisces in the fifth house of creativity, joy, children. Now, this might be an uncomfortable house for you. So the expression of the Piscean material, of the deep ocean, of the mysteries of all of life. You know, if it's challenging for you to go on a stage, a metaphoric stage, and share this with other people, it's something that your soul said, I'd rather stay up with my networks and my groups, but I'm challenging myself now to be the one that everyone's looking at under the spotlight. Okay, so let's see, what else may I share with you? We've done a little bit of the galactic with Beta Centauri, Hadar, Alpha Centauri, your true node. Yeah, Scorpio. One last thing that's coming up. The ruler of Scorpio is, the modern ruler is Pluto, the lord of the underworld. And we find Pluto with its depth up here in the 11th house of Virgo. It's this P with a little foot on it up here in the 11th house. And it is opposite your beautiful moon. So there's a powerful energy here to integrate, to bring some of that Plutonian depth of going deep, deep, deep into the underworld of yourself, of exploring what's there, the deeper wounding part. Not afraid to do that, but tuning into your feelings of the moon in Pisces, you have access when you try and integrate. Okay, well, boy, we're certainly going deep here today. One last little thing up here on your Mercury line, you have Mercury in Gemini. Mercury loves, loves, loves Gemini. It rules Gemini. Here's your Mercury right up here. And what I wanted to show you is I added the 6 fixed stars using astro.com. There's 6 major ones that they use. Your Mercury is conjunct this ALD, Aldebaran. That is one of those Persian royal stars helping to hold up the heavens. But Mercury in the 7th house of marriage or intense partnership gives you this voice, this communication, a microphone working with the beautiful royal star Aldebaran. See, I'm just giving you a little taste test. Again, if anyone listening is interested and you haven't checked out your beautiful free natal chart, adding the stars of the galactic into your Western astrology, most of Western astrology only uses one star, that is the sun. The rest are basically planets, dwarf planets, asteroids, or other objects, right? So when we add the beautiful stars, these divine beings, into our natal charts, imagine what the narrative and story has in store for you. Check out galacticastrochart.com. And again, if you enjoy this as much as I do, and you're interested in actually taking a class online or joining the Practitioner's course, which includes a beautiful Facebook gathering group where we meet regularly to listen to, questions from the group. And Julia usually answers not only all of them, but adds more material. If you're looking for that kind of a soul family, use the link below. Here on the playground, we are an affiliate of Galactic Astrology and have just enjoyed sharing so much about what's available to us now. Here we go. So yes, galactic consciousness. What can you say? You thought you were all that, and then there was more. And then you thought you were all that, and then there's still more. It's amazing to be alive now in 2022. The dark time that we have been in, and it is still bumpy, has really allowed many of us to tune in to what's important. Who am I? Who else is important to me? I mean, our values and what we want to do with our lives has really come on the radar screen. So if you have room for the galactic, do consider either looking up Julia Balaz on YouTube or looking at galacticastro.charts.com. All right, Goddess Down Under, you're my third lucky winner of the freebies because, again, I want to thank everybody for all the subscriptions and the comments and the likes and the shares. Your comments go right to my heart, so thank you. It does keep my passion flowing, even though it's getting a little busy over here. I love doing this. Okay, till next time, we'll see you again on the Ascension Playground. Bye, everybody.